radio station. Star Reese Royal, Royalty, Stars Pin, and yours truly, I am Queen Aisha. Truth is, your listening experience has just been upgraded. Truth is, we're ready. Are you? Here's your host, Reese Royal.
Hey, kings and queens, this is Reese Roy on Little Riley Radio with the Royal Truth. And you know how this show begins. Simple as that. Let me make it big enough for you to see it. Mission statement is to be informative with accurate knowledge, never too direct, but only guide you towards the truth. Let me thank God for life and the opportunity for us to come together. Of course, a shout out to Linda B. I love you. You know, it's my mommy. All right, music director Puma Kazi. Every one of our show playlists you can listen to on Spotify under Reese Royal, and it's by its name. So this is Royal Truth 123, the 123rd show. You can get our whole list of our playlists up there. Our True Squad, you know, is always Royalty, Queen Aisha, Queen Star Pins, and Shy Roberts is the True Squad. But today, we have here, of course, automatically you heard her name. We have Star Pins up in here, and we have Queen Aisha. Hi, loves. How are y'all doing? I'm sorry. Okay, how y'all doing? I can be heard now.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. I've actually corresponded a little bit more with Queen this week than normal, but no, we all need to do better. But like I said, I'm doing this thing now, which I really, really, really love. And it's important because it is called Simple as This. Okay, it is local spotlights, movers, shakers, and go-getters. And let me make this big so you all can see this, because this is going to be something. This is a new segment of our show that we're going to continuously have at all times on a normal basis. First starting with, we got Mr. Brian Williams. He's a graphic designer. He's all of our flyers, any of our things you've seen to come with us. This is the gentleman who's doing it. You want his work, please reach out to him to get him to do your work for you. If you need a flyer, if you need business cards, you need any things of that nature, he is the guy. Brian Williams is my dude. Please respect, please support, and make sure you look out for him. Go to Facebook and you'll see he does a lot of different things. He also does music distribution. Check him out. Any pictures that you see in our flyers, those are done by Forever Memories. You all, Forever Memories, amazing. I am actually won 9 awards with him with my pictures, and my brother made it into a magazine with him. So if you need his help, Forever Memories fv.com. Please check him out as well. And also the best, other than my mama's, banana pudding. I have to say this is amazing banana pudding. Let me, because I'll get the team, because they can all be part of this. Banana pudding. I had the strawberry. I didn't have the cheesecake or the cherry or the chocolate yet, but we gonna get them. I'm gonna call them. Derek, if you're watching right now, please make sure on Friday you bring me. I want to try the chestnut cookies. I think that sounds like that might be something really delicious to taste. So please bring that to me as well. And he's here, so let me go and throw him on the bottom here. That's my brother Roy J. He done made it. Now, also in our local spotlight, my girl, she's doing her thing, Miss Donna Taylor. Y'all, if y'all want to catch Hot Topics with Donna, you can catch it on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 8:30 on Facebook Live. Please check her out. But as she done added to her repertoire, she's added her book. Okay, y'all, check this out. It just got released this week. It's An Imperfect Marriage Saved by Grace. Donna Taylor, please check out her book. This just released. She just put it out there. She don't even know probably that I done brought it up here already. But yes, her book is out now. Please respect. I'm gonna find out the information where you can get it. I didn't have that information in time to start the show, but please, Donna Taylor, if you don't catch her on Hot Topics with Donna, please get her book. Please check it out. And as well, if you don't catch her on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, on Tuesdays, every second and fourth Monday at 7:30, you can catch the Purpose Pod with Alan Levi Simmons. All right, on YouTube as well. I believe it goes on Facebook, but you can check him out on Tuesdays. Okay, and he has his book, Can I Speak? Poetry, amazing. Please check it out. I have the book. I love it. And if you if you don't get that spiritual healing on Monday with Donna, if you don't get that spiritual healing on Tuesday with Alan, then you can catch it on Wednesday with Smiley Praise with Miss Tanya Parker, my cousin. She also has her Facebook Live on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. And she also has a book, Evolved Black Girl, that you can pick up and see her struggle and how she's made it through the trials and tribulations that society and life just gives us, okay? And we have two new local mover and shakers and go-getters here. Miss Trilly Ellis, she has her finally, she's been doing pop-up weddings everywhere for the last 2 years. If you want a pop-up wedding, she'll have a witness there for you, have that cake, and sometimes Reese Roy will sing for you, and she would actually have pop-up weddings. Now she has her own location, you all. It is in Durham, and I'm gonna get closer so I can read it. It says actually Chapel Boulevard building, room 120A in Durham. Please check her out there. Today is the grand opening in Durham. So if you're out in Durham, please go out and support her. If you feel in love and you want to get married, I ain't in that mindset right now. I'm not one of these people. But if you're in that mindset right now, please go do that. And last of our movers and shakers and go-getters, let me mention this person right here, Miss Radia Johnson. Please go vote for her to win. She's actually currently fifth in the running. And if you can, please go to her Facebook page. And actually, this is Star Pins. This is our Queen Star Pins. But to vote for her, please go to Radia Johnson's Facebook page and vote to make sure she wins this money. So she's going to share that $40,000 with us. Okay, so in turn, that's what we want to go in. And that was our local spotlights, movers, shakers, and go-getters. And that was all the love I can give everybody there. And now the team is together. Hi, team.
Hey.
So
hey, what's going on?
I'm trying to make that fast, but I feel that's something that we should do. And don't you agree, Queen? I think it's something to do that on a normal, to just everybody's making these moves in this area. We support each other. That's the only way things can really happen, okay?
Yeah,
if we support each other.
I didn't know you was going to do that. You were full of surprises. Thank you.
I have to keep up. I have to do my best to keep up. My brother's in the kitchen today. I see that. He's not even downstairs. He is in the kitchen now. What are you cooking?
I ain't cooking nothing. I'm protein in it.
Oh, okay. Queen, did you get us our question of the day today? And do you have anything for us?
I was about to say, which queen?
Oh, Queen Aisha. Yeah. That's Queen's thing. This Queen always comes forward with a question then. I didn't have one. I wasn't ready. Do you have one for us? I can't hear you, sweetheart. I think you're on mute.
Oh, I did that by mistake. Can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. So this morning I was watching Good Morning America, and they was talking about everything that's going on in Ukraine and Russia and that stuff that's going on here. I would like to know, how is everybody feeling when it comes to voting in the mid-elections that's about to come up? That's coming up soon. These people, the candidates are really going at each other to get control of the House. The Republicans want that control back again. So they're out there campaigning. But with everything going on, do you feel like the momentum is still there to do these mid-elections?
The momentum. Okay. How do you feel about voting? How do you feel about voting during the mid-election? I mean, Queen, since I brought it up like that and Queen gave the question, Queen, you be the first one to answer. Queen Sarpins, what do you feel about it?
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm stuck in the middle lately.
Okay.
I'm an advocate for let's get out there and vote. But what I'm starting to notice, especially with being in the school system and seeing what's coming behind us, I don't have a lot of faith in that system at all, because until we put our people in those positions, we're not going to have a whole lot of power. And I think a lot of people are starting to sink into that momentum. It's bad. But on the other hand, I say let's get out there and still rock it and do what we got to do to try to get as many votes in as we can and educate the people that we need to get in those positions. Because the kids now, they don't want to be in politics. They don't want to be a part of that world. So it's almost like we fighting this losing battle. So we're going to be forever fighting a good fight. I'm going to put my votes in. I'm not going to ever give up. However, do I feel like somewhere down the line, a lot of us are thinking it's a lost cause and why should we even bother? Yeah. I do.
Bro, you want to say something before I say something about that? Because I feel like I'm gonna ride their coattails. But do you have something to say or want to about this midterm thing?
Bro, you know my take on it, and I can't publicly speak. I just know
Okay.
I will vote, but I'll leave it at that.
But
Right.
I have to agree with the queens on one thing about it. I finally got my absentee ballot. It finally came in like 2 days ago. I had planned to fill it out. If they changed the rules on that now you have to have two witnesses watch you fill this paperwork out. They have to sign the paperwork on it, and then you send it in. That's the first thing. Number two, I understand feeling this way. It's the elephant in the room. Since I mean, I tried. I wasn't. My plan wasn't. Okay, let me go here because I thank you, Troy. Let me go say it right quick. Thank you, Troy. But before I go there, let me go here. That I wasn't going to do it today. I wasn't planning to do it today. But since we got all these beautiful lines, let's just use this right quick here.
Let's dig into some politics.
Let me just say this right quick, and I'm going to say it one more time.
Let's dig into some politics.
Herschel Walker does not make any sense. That does not make any sense whatsoever. And for the polls to not move but like 2%, you mean to tell me, and these people have actually said, this woman, and forgive me my language because I didn't say it, but this is what this woman said on Fox. She said, just because Herschel paid for some scam to for abortion, but now the Democrats want to pay for all these other skanks that have an abortion. This is what this woman said on Fox. So their mindset is, I don't care as long as we get control of the Senate. They don't care who's in there. And that man and his son need some therapy. They all need to come together and sit down and have a good conversation. Because this man literally goes sit and, I mean, I watched it like, I don't know who she is. And then it turns out to be a woman who he has a child with. And then it's this, I mean, blatant. I mean, yes, we know politicians lie. That's not new, but come on. This gentleman right here is taking it beyond it. And then gonna get angry and argue with people at rallies or press conferences because he is wrong. He's literally, our society act like truth doesn't matter anymore. And that is concerning. So if that's the only thing that's going to push me to still, like you said, how do I feel about voting in the midterms? I just got my absentee ballot. I'm going to vote. I'm going to do my best to let's hopefully Sherry Beasley. I support you. I am going to actually vote for you. I'm going to research all the other candidates, and that's all I'm going to do when it comes to.
Let's dig into some politics.
No more of that for y'all, and I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone because that's just how I feel about it. That's where I am with it. Okay. This has been a great week. This has been a great week. And so what I'm going to do, we're going to take a real quick break so I can talk to my awesome team. They all popped in right when the show got started, so I didn't get a chance to actually get a good conversation with them. But we are going to get on our first song on the song list today. I was excited this week, y'all, because I got to somebody who I have two strong emotions for was came out for the first time in 10 years to the fashion show. So there's no other way I can start the show without starting the show with my wife. So we're going to start the show with my wife, and then we'll come back with, of course, Need to Know News. This is, of course, Miss Janet Jackson with So Much Better, I'm For You, so much better, I'm For You. For me. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm happy because Janet's on the show. She go whatever at caliber she could be on the show. I'm happy. How's everybody's week been? I haven't talked to anybody other than the only person corresponding with this week is actually Queen Aisha. How's everybody's week been?
It was good. It just was really, really, really busy.
Yeah.
Last week.
I see. I mean, and young man is making big moves. I've seen those things. What is his plans? What's going on?
So his plans right now is college, and they actually turn 18 this Saturday. So our goals is to get him graduated by next December because he's going to age out because he'll be 19. Okay. So because he's a junior. So we're working on getting him graduated in December so that he can start college that next January and just have to come back for graduation. So right now, schools, are starting to look at him, and little random people that I have to sometimes be like, hey, back up, back up. He is only 18. It's starting to look at him. Okay. Uh, but my brother, shout out to my brother because he's been a really essential part in being there for Jaden and helping him with the football and being at games when I'm unable to be there. My family steps in when I'm unable to be there. But people starting to travel just to see him play because he's been in the paper. So it's good. New for us, but very good for him. So
If we need an
Well,
agent
congratulations
now,
to him.
you get a
thank
talk.
you.
We'll be ready for that. We'll be ready
I
for
know.
that. Okay.
I know. Like
And
he
if
already
he needs
has like
somebody
a
to just, if he needs somebody to just talk to,
right,
somebody that has played college football, somebody that has played semi-pro, not pro but semi-pro, but anyway,
right.
you know.
I
So
would just thank
definitely,
you, Royalty. I definitely will like pass your information to him. Like he already has like a social media promoter. He has a website that colleges can look at him and look at the videos. So he's
Wow.
doing big things. He's doing
All
big
right.
things.
Okay.
I
So
just
all right,
told
right.
him
y'all.
just
I'll try to be right back. Be right back.
just make sure that when he there, I'm in the skybox.
Well, I mean, absolutely, but there's so many outside entities that are going to be distractors to him.
Right.
Hey, Kings and Queens, this
So,
is
And
Reese
yeah,
Brand with Little
we
Riley
talked about
Radio.
that as
And,
well. And
and that
me and
was
my
actually
brother has been
Janet
trying
Jackson's
to,
So Much Better.
mentor
And
him and not let all this stuff get to his head because he's still academically he needs a college education. So
absolutely.
yeah.
And if y'all didn't get this is behind the scenes conversation. You weren't with us. You got to see that on the Facebook page and on the YouTube page. But if you're on Little Riley Radio, you didn't get to know we're talking about. Queen Aisha's son is making big moves. First of all, the twins' birthday is on the 15th, so let's do that first part. Second
Yeah.
part of it is y'all and tell them, Queen, what is since I just heard you say it, the website. What is the website where they can actually go ahead and let me put it up here so people can actually go to
So
it.
right now they're actually building the website,
You're building.
but
Okay,
they
okay,
can
okay.
follow him on Instagram and they can Jaden Baptist and they can also follow him through the school, which is he goes to Pinecrest High School, and the local pilot has him in there a lot, so they can read about him in the pilot.
Okay, Jaden, and go ahead and actually, I do I follow him on page on Facebook? If I can, I guess we just do
They're
a
not on
post.
Facebook. They're not on Facebook.
No, you said what was it? What was IG?
It's Instagram is his
Instagram.
name.
Gotcha. Okay, okay. I'll definitely go ahead and get that information. I'll see. I'm putting my IGs on mine now. If you want to, Queen, I think you can make that adjustment where I can't on yours and put up his link on that, or either send it to me through a text real quick, and I'll put
Yeah,
it up.
let me. What I'll do is once the website is up, I will send it to you so you can post it because that'll be the official website.
Gotcha. Okay, that will work, y'all. That will work. Now, y'all, let's get into a little bit of need to know news. At this point here, need to know news. Y'all, I told you I wasn't gonna mess with North Carolina news like that too much, but we got to be aware of what's going on, y'all. Can't act like it's not happening, and so that's why I'm gonna go ahead and attack it as it is. Now, the first need to know news is about a man stabbed multiple times at a bus stop in North Carolina, Garner, North Carolina, very very close to where I am personally. I think there's so many issues. There's a hotel that got broke that actually just got closed down right by me over here as well by my hotel. Things are really getting gray here, you all. I don't know what to say about that because as I went through the news, I couldn't find good things to speak on. It was just these type of things right here. Second thing on that was a victim. This man actually has, to my understanding, let me read back over that. He for decades he have been sexually assaulting women in Cumberland County. Okay, he finally was just sentenced to 23 years in jail and one of the lady's stories was that she was actually on the phone with her mother while he actually raped her, at that moment. I'm just, there's so many things happening, y'all. I'm trying to understand what's going on with these people. At one time, I felt the pandemic was the excuse. What is the excuse for the craziness that we're seeing in these individuals now? Oh yeah, I got you up. Okay. Sure. Hey.
Everything boils back to what Queen Aisha has been speaking on since we've been doing this show. Mental health.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, I have no. That's one of those questions like Queen Star asked last week. You know, what would you ask God? You know, we just
Yeah,
you
good
don't
point.
have an answer. There's really no question to ask
It doesn't
or an
make.
explanation.
It saddens me because it's saying we can't. It was always you didn't want to watch the news because you didn't want to see all this negative stuff continuously. But it's getting crazy. Some of the things that these individuals, like we were talking about the serial rapist, he's a serial rapist. We had a serial rapist prior,
Mhm.
a couple of months ago. This man is not getting shot, excuse me, but stabbed to death.
Yeah,
Um,
that he was 60 years old, and they said that it was they had a teenage boy and a teenage girl in custody. So I mean, allegedly, this is what's going on. So that sounds like they probably were trying to rob him or something like that. That's a lot going on too, because you got a lot of these kids addicted to this fentanyl and these different kind of
yes,
drugs. So they're doing any and everything they can to get money to get these drugs. But think about it, you guys. Okay, so everybody's been on this Dahmer thing, and we're not gonna give them a whole lot of play, but everybody's been on that. That was decades ago. Do you know
yeah,
how many Dahmers there probably are that the police never knew about because that serial rapist was going in and out of Ramsey Street, which is a prominent area here in Fayetteville, in the same area as Kings Grant, very well lit housing area with people who got money over there. It wasn't, not to say it shouldn't be anywhere, but it was where it was well lit. The college is over there, so those
you're
where
there. This is where you are. That was
yeah,
in your area. Oh
yeah.
my God. Okay, so you in Fayetteville. You're in
I'm in
Fayetteville.
Fayetteville.
Okay, now so everybody, so we all know now because I'm just learning this. Okay, we have Queen in Winston Salem. Queen Star is actually in Fayetteville. Bro,
Yeah.
man, over here, my brother down there, he's in the Maryland area. I'll leave it like that. Of course, I'm in the capital here in Raleigh.
Wow.
So we brought everything. I didn't know you were there.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
they've been looking for him for years. Like, and he was right up under their nose, steady going in and out of these girls' windows. I mean, this he had an MO, the same type of women, young white women, is who he was pretty much raping. So they knew about it, but they just happened. I think DNA. I don't want to get too much into the details because I'm not sure. But
mhm.
it was how they got him was I think through a lineup from some DNA that matched with a case from 15, 20 years ago. So he had been doing this for a long time, if this is the same case that you're talking about.
Yeah,
He
he
up
been
under,
doing it for over a decade. Let me
yeah.
see. Let me see. Can I gather back to the information? Because I didn't. I read about how it did take some, and I think you're right. It is some DNA that I
Mhm.
believe that has something to do with that.
Yeah. I
No, I
remember
didn't put the
basically
full story.
for
Yeah,
him and all of a sudden, like maybe I'm gonna say maybe a few years ago, just starting to make a big deal out of it after all of these women had already been raped and
yeah.
assaulted. Like you didn't
12.
hear about it until they got him, until they started really looking for him because they had this lead, this DNA lead. Oh, so now we big and bad. The police, we got something. So now we can tell everybody. No, they should have been aired that and let
Yeah,
those on that side of town know. Because he
yeah.
was in the same area doing it.
I mean, it seemed like 12 women. It says from 29 to 2010.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, rape, sexual offense, kidnapping, burglary, breaking in, entering, robbery. Um, so and over such a long length of time, were
Yeah.
these women? I mean, I guess it's more. I'm just asking unnecessary questions. I wonder were these women actually reporting it? You don't know that much, do you?
Yeah, I think they were reporting it because they had the reports. Once they started putting two and two together, that's how they got these 12 women. You know what I
Okay.
mean? That's how they got all of these different stories. They were filing police reports and calling police after it happened. They just, I mean, I can say what I want to say, right? So Cumberland
Yeah.
County Police sucks. Like it is
Okay.
what it is.
Oh yes,
At
girl.
the time, they look at you like you stupid and you just Negroes in the street fighting, and then the next day somebody's in the hospital with their life gone because they didn't think it was serious enough. There's a lot of that here.
I,
So
I
I blame them because they could have been got him if they had looked.
10 years,
Listen,
12 women, and within 1 year, yeah,
right
yeah,
at that. Listen how that even sounds. So imagine living it. Like, come on.
yeah.
But if he was selling some drugs, they would have went and found him like right away.
You hear me? Or something
And
to put in their pocket.
honestly, y'all, I mean, make me feel like women's lives not matter
Exactly.
in that situation for that many. I mean, him, one person to attack that many women. Not just a lot of different men, but just this one man got all of these women. That one man. Y'all, we're gonna take a real quick break here, and I'll give you. I love these two women, and I just found out something that these women just met each other for the very first time. So I just let you listen to my wife. So after you listen to my wife, I'll let you listen to my best friend's wife, and then we'll let you know they met for the first time at the fashion show. So here's a little bit of Erykah Badu's Apple Tree, and we'll be back with entertainment.
I have some food in my bag for you. Not that edible food, the food you eat. No, I have some food for thought.
I used to.
Now you know that was my wife before it was your best friend wife. She said she couldn't be with me because I moved too much.
Yo, I mean, she could have been my I don't want to say second wife, but my other woman, because every day when when that 1996, I believe, when Erykah Baduism came out, when I leave work, every single day from the beginning of the album to the end of the album, she was one of those few artists we had that album you could listen to the beginning to the end and you would not want to stop one song.
Exactly. I'm still to this day, I'm still looking for those incense that smell like, that's supposed to smell like a toto.
Yes, yo. That's my girl. I mean, and I heard the men say that you get stuck in her eyes and you lose it. You can't, if you get caught in her eyes, and she has that power like a Medusa.
I mean, think about it. Think about all these men that she done been with. Well, not all these men, but every man that she's been with. I mean, Common started acting weird. Andre got weirder than what he's already, and that's my favorite rapper.
DOC, she had a child with DOC as well. Yeah.
Y'all think so? He said
he got no.
What'd you say, Queen Star?
He said he got weird. He got
weirder than he already was. Andre was already weird, and that's what I like about him. He's like the prince of rap. He's like, he's like a prince weird.
It might just seem like that because y'all get weird anyway. Whether you Andre, whether it's Erykah, whether it's whoever, y'all just.
Oh, trust me, I want to get weird. Like, come here,
yo.
I want to get weird.
Well, we ain't gonna talk about this Janet thing, yo. Like I said, I'll hey, okay,
you know what? I don't want you to meet Janet because I don't know what you would do.
I don't know either.
Pass out.
Right.
Pass out.
I think she's right. I think I'm a faint and wake up and think it was a dream.
Pass out.
Or either as I launch towards her body will hit me.
Like,
I'm pouring water on his face, royalty, because as much as I'm tired of hearing about his wife, he's going to stand there and look at her.
Her outfit was everything on that runway, though.
It was.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, beautiful.
I am, for her to come back after 10 years and then just take it over like that. Okay, I think it's my name, but yeah, and I was ecstatic to just see her. And then also, if y'all don't know about this as well, her album is #1 this week, Velvet Rope. It was re-released 25 years later and is also #1 this week. So Janet is also has a #1 album. I should find one of those songs to play. My favorite, I Get Lonely. I was singing it yesterday. But that's anyway. Yeah, okay, the song's about to end now, so let's get to entertainment. I'm looking forward to this topic here.
But she should have gave you a shot though, because if she gave Jermaine Dupri a shot, I know my brother could have got a shot.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
I don't like to call people ugly, but that boy looked like a rat.
Hey, Kings and Queens, this is Reese Roy on Little Raleigh Radio with the Royal Truth, and that was, if you don't get enough of Apple Tree, Miss Erykah Badu. Y'all, everybody knows. I know we were just talking about. I know everyone listened to the album from the beginning to the end when it first came out. There's no way you did not do that because that album was amazing. She's one of those artists. She created a whole. I think you could say she created neo-soul. I feel like you could say she really made the essence of what it is with that. She really gave us that. So now, like I said, that was Miss Erykah Badu with Apple Tree. But before I get into a little bit more of Erykah, we're just going to go brusquely into entertainment. And of course, today's entertainment is something I'm very, very excited about. And I'm so happy actually to mention Janet Jackson was the MVP of Spring's 2023's Fashion Month. She stepped out here looking like this, y'all. Well, I need to see that a little bit bigger. I need to see no. So this, she stepped out here looking like this, y'all, and I was ecstatic of the beauty of my wife as she made her move down this. And this was what she was wearing, sitting there. She actually enjoyed Jaden's outfit as well because he had a nice suit too. It wasn't nice as hers, but she did give him props for his little outfit that he had on. You know, and then she stepped out to the side of here. I did not know, like I said, for the first time that Janet Jackson and Erykah Badu had never met each other. But seeing them together like that was beautiful. I mean, she was looking stunning. I'm not going to be a good person to say anything doing this right here about it because there's nothing bad I'm going to say about Miss Janet Jackson. So I'm not a good person to discuss any of those things. But hey,
look at my wife.
Look at the team. Yeah, look, man, I want to leave this here, but as we talk, you know, because I want to look at it while we talk. So let's go ahead. What? At anyway, I mean,
I'm just admiring how beautiful my wife looks still to this day.
Her eyes are stunning. Her eyes are stunning. They're not as powerful as the woman beside her, but they are powerful.
Get out of here. Her whole face is nice.
And y'all think about, let's talk about beautiful black women and holding this strong after so many years. We know, I know my baby's in her 50s, and I believe Erykah's in her 50s or at least close to it. Yeah. Come on, y'all.
I think 48.
40, she 48?
I think.
Okay.
I think I read that somewhere.
And she was cool enough to be sitting there smoking a blunt on the front row. I thought that was kind of cool too. She was huh? What you say, Queen?
On live.
Yes, on live. You know,
Erykah is 51 years old. You know, I had to look it up.
Erykah's 51.
I'm glad somebody could.
Wow.
Because I'm on my phone. Yeah, I was close. Oh, she's
wow.
Yeah, you were close. She's 51.
Wow.
It looks great.
Janet Jackson, 82.
56.
Nah,
82.
52. I'm messing with him.
Come the big one.
I know my baby's age, so we're not going to go there. But let's go right straight on into, since we're there, into everything Marvel. This past week, y'all, was actually the best Marvel week in about 4 months. All the geeks are saying it. If y'all didn't miss it, this was his best week. Because first and foremost, as far as this week, Daredevil made his debut in the She-Hulk episode. That was the best She-Hulk episode so far out of all 8. It was excellent. Everybody loved it. Queen, if you don't want to watch any of the other episodes, watch just that one, Queen. I'm telling you, it was actually a very good episode. I mean, please, I know you're shaking your head no, but please, just one episode. Just watch the little scene.
Queen, seriously, I thought the same thing. I mean, I stopped watching it, then I started back, and then I stopped, and then I started. But yeah, it's worth it. I mean, it just.
I mean, I just can't get into the whole She-Hulk. I can't get into. I can't get over that She-Hulk. She looked like she back there wearing Jordans. Like, this is not Hulk life. I just cannot fathom that. And so I got several other Marvel shows to catch up on. I just know that's not going to be on my list. I just cannot. I don't see her purpose. I just don't see her purpose.
I believe we'll find out in this last show next week, because to my understanding, Hulk is coming back and there's some things are going to happen, but I'm not going to beat you on it because that's the thing. I'm the geek here, and I respect that because I'm going to follow suit of it. But I think you might want to at least give this a chance. Werewolf by Night was just a one-off special, 55 minutes, and it dug into all of Marvel's supernaturals, I guess you could say. Basically, the Dracula, the werewolf, the whole 9 yards of that is black and white, but it is very well put together. Very well put together. And it debuted one of my favorites back in the day. It was the very first movie ever done by any Marvel character in 1972 when they did Swamp Thing. Man Thing. And Man Thing was the first movie ever done, and it was horrific. But this time they put Man Thing in this, and Man Thing was the actual villain per se, I guess you could say. But he was just done well. He was so accurate from the comics. Yo, it's this is actually a very good Halloween story, not too gory, something you can enjoy. So please give it a chance. I was like Queen's about to say so. Have now? I no. Well, Queen Aisha, Queen, did you see it at all? Did you? No, you didn't watch this either, did you? Okay. Are
It
you going
felt
to?
kind of vintage.
Yeah.
It felt like it was a vintage movie, and you know, I saw a little bit of X-Men with the werewolf. I saw a little bit of Beast.
Mhm.
Um, but I mean, it's okay. I don't want to say it's great. It didn't
No,
tell
no, no.
enough. It didn't tell
It
enough.
wasn't. I'm not gonna say great. I'm gonna say well put together, and I can see a way you can introduce a Man Thing. Man Thing is a very hard character. He can move through different dimensions. If you're scared of him, if he touches you, he has an acid that comes out of his hands and he burns you to death if you're scared of him. He's a very unique character. And that was a scientist who was trying to recreate Captain America's serum and could and did it and actually fell into a lake, and that's how it happened to him. So very, very good story. And I mean, and like I said, if it's a one-off, so it won't take a lot of your time, and you might be surprised. It's actually kind of not really really gory, but decent story put together. I'll just say that much. So yeah, you know me, I'm gonna go through them all anyway. And speaking of, and if you also don't know this too, yes, the Wakanda Forever tickets are out on sale right now. If you want to get some, I would suggest you get it now because you have to wait online. If you go on there, they'll say get in line. You click get in line, then you have to wait until your opportunity to buy tickets. I already got on mine. I'm good. But I would just suggest everybody who wants some tickets, don't wait too long because you may not be able to get them because they are going fast. So do consider that a factor in getting these tickets. So y'all, I want to quick because we're doing so well with the time. We're gonna take one quick break and we're gonna actually play a song from the movie from one of my favorite artists that I love, one of her old songs, and I'm so glad that they took all these women. Oh my God, Tim's and this girl right here, which is Samba the Great. They got all of them to be on the soundtrack for Black Panther, and I love that Black power, the Black women power. They've got all these women who may not be big stars, but you're gonna love their sound. So excuse me. I don't know why I'm choked up today. It might be just cold, but in turn, some of the great. I'm gonna give you a little bit of energy real quick, and then we're coming back, of course, with announcements. Be right back. Energy. Check that out later, y'all. Energy. It's called Energy, and Samba the Great. I'll play the last song of the show. I'll go ahead and play her last song, the song that I fell in love with, called "Oh My God," oh OMG. And she's from Africa. I love. They use a lot of African artists for this Black Panther soundtrack. I love that. I think it's so awesome. I think that's so amazing. So looking forward to listen to the whole entire soundtrack and see what else they got on there. Okay, so now y'all, we're gonna go into announcement. I think I got them all up like it need to, Queen. So I got everything you need where it needs to be. So you better go through all our topics at that point. And also since we're off here, and we want this on this for people to listen to. Yes, if you want to be a vendor, I'm going to discuss the World Thanksgiving, of course, and announcements. But right now, I'm going to do a special presentation for it. But this is what we want to say. As far as me and my brother have got an organization together now called Parker Roy Foundation. It is based on to preserve the innocence of children and allow children opportunity to be kids. And the first step of that is this Thanksgiving. Second part of that is going to be assisting in getting as many. I got two people right now, Queen. I'm working on getting as many gifts as I can to have to you for you to give through the Rip the One Way. And then our third and our for next year, and I'm taking the time now to start planning this, a super Easter egg hunt this next year in 2023 is going to be a Parker Rudd Foundation event. And I want kids to have the opportunity to still be kids. But right now, we need vendors, you all, for our event on November 12th. Please reach out to Queen Aisha to become a vendor. Your tables and chairs will be provided for you. Please make it for that. But if you're not gonna be there, please donate food. I'm getting a lot of food, which I'm surprised and I'm kind of glad, but I still want to have more than I need to feed more families. So I can actually say, okay, we got you all. Let's go find some more families we can feed too. This is us giving back. And if you all are really about supporting people, are not angry in your heart that you just have hatred towards everybody, there are people out there who need help. And if you are an individual that are at least know you got food on your table, why would you not want to have someone else at least have food on their table just to eat? I'm not telling you to put some money in their pocket. I'm asking you to help them actually be able to feed their families. Give kids gifts for Christmas so they don't have to think that Santa just did not look out for them this year. These are the things we're talking about. And if you do have a heart, then that should not be a question. So if I'm offending somebody, I hope I am. Because if I'm offending you, that means that you don't have the heart that I think should be out here in this world right now anyway, and karma's a bitch. So you'll figure that out on your own. But right now, I feel we need to realize there are people out here suffering, you all. There are people out here. I fed this man yesterday. I watched, he was just hungry, and I went and got a piece. Everything I had, I went and got him too, and I just left it there with him because he was just hungry. He just wanted food, and he can't feed himself. I don't care about his situation. He won't answer for liquor. He won't answer for money. He asks for food. Period. So care or not care. This is when Reese be Reese and don't, and that's when they need to have the bell, and he ain't here right now. We'll deal with that later. The song by the end, y'all. We'll get back to announcements. 1 second. Y'all, that was Samba the Great. I like this female here, and that's her song Energy, and it came from the Black Panther Wakanda Forever soundtrack coming to you soon. So you all need to check that out because I believe that's going to be a beast. And like I said, we did just pull two different African artists, one from Nigeria. I don't know exactly where Samba the Great is from, but they're all on this track. So I haven't found the list. Anybody else got the list or have seen the list? Please let me know and let us know so we can figure out what's going on with that. But now, honestly, before we get in the last but not least of these items, not last but not least, but it's important too, let's get into box office numbers. And yes, where it is? Where is it? Okay, I got it. There we go. Yeah, we got it there.
At the box office.
Yes, you all. We're at the box office here, and at the box office, I am sorry to say I don't know nothing about any but one of these movies. We'll say number one is Smile for $17.6 million. I have no idea who's in that movie. I have no idea. No disrespect. Loud, Loud, Crocodile. Have no idea as well. $11.5 million. Have no idea. Amsterdam, I do know Christian Bale, who played the horrific Gore the God Butcher in Thor in London, Thor Love and Thunder, is in Amsterdam, and also Denzel's son is in Amsterdam. It's supposed to be a good little mystery movie. I'm trying to check it out soon, and I have it. But before I do that, I'm going to check out number 4, Woman King, which the Woman King is now in the top 10, the highest grossing movie in the top 10 this week with $54 million. That's not a lot, y'all, but compared to all the rest of the movies that's here right now, their tallies, Miss Viola Davis is the top right now tally with 54 million for The Woman King, which did 5.3 million this week. And Don't Worry Darling, which was number one prior week, I think 2 weeks ago, has 3.4. So we don't know if that's a good movie or bad movie, so I ain't gonna touch that. But I get past that. I'm not gonna talk junk about these people like that.
And right now it's time for the royal announcements.
Yes, you all. It's time for our royal announcements, and our announcements start out here. This is the last of our Love and Laughter shows, y'all. I mean, if you have been watching or supporting us or keeping up with us, we are at our end of all of our shows. And our first show, actually, of last shows, is going to be October 14th, okay, at Love and Laughter at the House at 8 p.m. Y'all, we have Miss Headliner, Miss Brandy Roberts, T Miller, who's I know is watching right now. He's gonna do his new song he has out there. We got some spoken word now from Miss Noel. I may debut a new song. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna give up one of my spots for Mateo, a young R&B artist who's really doing his thing. He reminds me a little bit of a couple of artists, Roger Troutman, up in the day now. So y'all check him out. And on that, the 25th person who gets through the door is $50. And we're also going to have a raffle off for the Wakanda Forever premiere tickets for that weekend. So you wouldn't want to miss this event because this is the last Love and Laughter at the House. At the house, okay, for this year. I love it, girl. I'm doing it there on camera. Second thing, the last show of the year at Pier 34 is October 29th. On that show, of course, our house DJ Chan is going to be there. T-Mill is going to come back and do another one in song, and I'm going to debut 2 new comedians, one Drew and Danny Brown. And as well as a debut on that show, we're going to have our spoken words from Queen Star. So she's going to lead the radio show and make it down to October 29th to the Love and Laughter at Pier 34, the last show of the year. And again, this has been, I just mentioned to you all, we're going to establish in this right now, Parker Road Foundation. A mission is to preserve the innocence of children and allow kids the opportunity to be kids. And any support for that, you can do that straight to Road to ENT for any donations. But we're going to be putting a lot of little events together. I'm working with a lot of different little teams now to see what we can do to put more. And what the first event we're actually heading, which is in its 7th year. Queen, it's time for you to take over. Is she back? Is she going? Where's she at? It's your time, Queen, because you'll get
Royal Thanksgiving is coming back, and super excited, excuse me, that I am able to come back and host the event. It will be on November 12th, which is less than a month away, guys. And from 1 to 7, come on out for a good cause. We'll be collecting food and giving away food for Thanksgiving for families that's unable to provide Thanksgiving for their families. And what better way for us to be a blessing to the community? So that day we will be doing that, have a little wine and cheese, vendors, entertainment, a live band. So come out, shop, enjoy for a good cause.
And
coming back for Christmas is the Rip the Runway Santa's Playhouse. And it's going to be on December 3rd. This year we're starting a little later, but it's okay. Come out and have fun with us. We starting at 8 this year and super excited. You know, Reese Royal perform. We're hoping Star Pens come on back and model for us and perform for us as well. And so we're excited. We're switching up some things. We have a new host this year. Tony the Storm Barbados will be hosting this year, as well as prayerfully my sister will have a voice for y'all. So y'all may be able to understand her at this fashion show. Okay, but it's another opportunity for a good cause to be able to provide toys to families. So me and my sister, we really big advocates on helping families. So it's free. Come on out with an unwrapped toy. We have giveaways, we have vendors, we have live performers, we have our favorite DJ with them party boys, and we have a couple of tricks up our sleeves this year. So come on back as we get ready for this and start making some announcements for stuff that we're going to be doing next year.
Okay, y'all, and that was for you all. That was okay, you all, and now. We're going to go into, I want to mention this. I have just finished my interview with Boris Raleigh magazine. Thank you, Miss Stephanie Hernandez, for that opportunity. The article, as soon as it's coming out and goes live, I will let you all know. We're going to actually put it on our website, claimyourthrone.org, so you can explore it there for all other things too. My music videos, the show, everything we're doing with Love and Laughter, you can get all of that there. As well as while you're there, you can shop out for, you can see we have our hippie soul shirt. And you can get that there as well. But as well, you can get a Love and Laughter t-shirt there. And you can also get the Royal Truth t-shirt there, where you can get a picture that has Queen Star, Queen Aisha, Royalty, and Reese Royal on there. You want all of us on your shirt. You will want to walk around with all of us on your shirt. So you can also go ahead and order that shirt for you too. Those shirts will all be coming live and available to you next week. And so at this point here, you all, we always do. It's just when everybody has their last statement or last word. We leave, of course, Queen the last to do that. But then we have two queens, and 2 kings, you know, I feel like I'm doing too much over here. So I'm not gonna give you a word. My word is stay safe. My word is work hard. Those type of things. But right now we'll start off with Queen Star. Let my brother take there, and then let Queen take us, of course, home.
Oh, we're doing quotes. Okay, so having little to as possible.
Oh, baby, start over because it's gonna hard to hear you. You doing well. I was hearing you well beforehand.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me now?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm not on mute.
No, you can hear you. You sound good. I'm gonna shut up and let you talk. Go ahead.
Okay. Having as little to do with human beings as possible in some way, I'm at peace. Nina Simone.
All right. Repeat that one more time. Some music went in your way. Say it one more time, lady.
Having as little to do with human beings as possible, in some way, I'm at peace. Nina Simone.
Wow. Okay. I like that. I like that for London with. Okay. Royalty.
I don't have a word, but let's say the only time you fail is when you fall down and you stay down.
Yeah.
Just be smart. And here we go, our queen, Miss Queen Aisha. Yay! What is our word? How you send us home with that sexy voice?
So, guys, this week we're going to do daily affirmations. We're going to speak this in our lives every day so it can manifest. So, this week, I inhale positive energy and exhale any fears. I will not worry about things that's out of control, and I am no longer afraid of what could go wrong. I focus on what is doing right. I would calmly think of solutions to any problems that may arise, and I can handle anything that comes my way. So get into doing daily affirmations, because the more you speak it, the more you manifest it. The more that you believe it, the more your brain would believe it. You could conceive it, and then you achieve it. So this week, daily affirmations. If nobody didn't tell you that they love you, the Royal Truth team love you. In 2 weeks, guys, we see you back.
All right. And of course, I got to end the show with my wife. She did a song Miss Ed called Burn It Up. So we going to burn it up. All right. Peace and love. Queen gave you the words. There should be nothing else we got to say.
Peace. All right, ladies. Have a good one.
Bye.
All right, y'all. I love
Reese,
you all.
I'm about to call you because I have a question.
Times. Peace and love, everybody. Come back and see us on October 24th. I'm sorry. What?
I'm going to call you because I have a question.
Okay.
You didn't hear me again. We're going to try this 3 times. Okay. I'm going to call you because I have a question.
Okay. Yeah, I had pushed the wrong button. That was my fault. I was like, I don't hear nothing. What's going on? Okay, y'all, I'm doing a lot in the studio, y'all. I got to respect that. But like we said, peace and love. Queen's about to call me, so I'm going to be chastised. I'm going to do whatever she tell me to do. I love you all.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
Ain't no sitting down, gotta keep it up.